Hi Virgo, King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius. Knight of Cups, could be Scorpio. Queen of Cups, wow, Cancerian. Justice, that could be Libra. Well, hello ladies. Empress, that could be Taurus or Aries. Four of Wands. Six of Cups. Okay, all right. Getting some water real quick. Hold on a minute. Hope that a little dry. All right. Okay. I know some people say no, this is Taurus or Libra, but I've always it was Taurus or Aries to me. So if it's Taurus or Libra for you, go ahead. All right. What's this Queen of Cups about here? This Queen of Cups. Four of Swords. Okay. So are you taking a hit financially? Because that feels like everything else in your life is good, but it's feeling like you're kind of either laid off or there's no work that week. I don't know why that's related to work. It's not looking like work. It's Queen of Cups for God's sakes, but it feels like... Okay. Well, hold on. What's this Empress about? Okay. That's why. Uh-huh. So do we have a layoff here with work? What's this Knight of Cups? Three of Wands. It's not that it's permanent, but there could be upsetting news about because it feels like you were kind of going in one direction and it was a new direction. Now what isn't new about this whole pandemic thing, right? But this was a new something you were doing and you were really thrilled about it, and then it feels like it gets put on hold, and so you're like, well, I guess I'm gonna work out, or I'm gonna go for walks now, or do something. Like something's put on hold. It's gonna be restored, but not for a couple weeks, maybe even a month. So something gets disrupted and then it stays there, and then you're kind of not doing that for a while. Like it's either you get laid off temporarily and then they're going to bring you back as soon as they reopen, or the project it's on delay. Things are in suspension because the factory's not open or something, but there's a delay and a disruption here, and it's related to work. So okay, so we got Three of Wands here. So, and that might be why this guy showed up. This could be male or female. But this is all about you thinking, okay, what am I going to do now with this? Because it's not, whatever happened is, you're like, oh man, and it feels like it was an individual project. It doesn't feel like this was just you not having to show up to a shift. This feels more like you were doing a side project or starting your own business or something, and there's a glitch in the works. It's manageable, it's resolvable, but not for about a month. There's something that gets hung up. So this is kind of you hunkering down and doing your own thing, not work related. It's like, well, guess we're going to be going on a lot of walks and cooking at home this week, or that type of thing. Well, where else would you be cooking? I mean, it's not like anybody's going to restaurants, right? What's this Six of Cups here? It's just Six of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't feel like romance is... This is about you managing this disruption in your passion project, or in you getting something off the ground, and then there's this hiccup. This is you managing that. And the thing is, you're not in deficit for money. This was just something you were doing on your own it's not going to pan out in the time you wanted, but you're not hurting for money. You're not, for the Virgos I'm reading for, it's not a concern. It's just there's disappointment, the fact that it didn't take off, or you're not quite ready to launch yet, or it's not having the results that you wanted. It's not ready yet. There's a disruption. There's a disappointment and a disruption. That jumped. Three of Pentacles. What's this? So that was, it very well could be something you were working on by yourself and having to reroute or delay. What's this Justice about here? It could be Libra. What's this Justice about? The Sun, good. Because you need to know that it's going to be okay and it's going to work out. It's just delayed. It's just not going according to plan, that's all. This is Four of Wands. Seven of Swords. Okay. So, I did all, okay. This is your focus is on managing this work situation, and you're kind of in talks with somebody, but nothing's been solidified with a romantic situation. You're sorry, I think I just said your focus is on this work situation. I hope I did, because that's where you're managing that. I'm reading for like independent business people or someone that's kind of doing their own thing here. It feels like this is a project, and that's where your focus is. You've got some romantic interest here, but it's not anything. You feel very independent, male or female, but it feels like you're doing your own thing, and there might be like on the fringe someone you might be talking to, but it's not occupying a lot of space for you. It's not prioritized. Whatever this project is what's prioritized. So you could be kind of, trying to fit somebody in or kind of getting to know someone, but it's not a priority. The work thing is a priority for this week. And I have to remember, it's not a monthly reading, it's a weekly reading. So this is you kind of being like, well, guess I'm giving myself or doing yoga this week, or like don't have anything to do, so I guess I'm gonna kind of catch up on some sleep or read that book or work out. Or so you're focusing on taking care of yourself, because the bigger picture, the creative project you're working on, is disrupted. And so it's like, well, let's get creative with our cooking this week, or let's see. Okay, so that jumped. Six of Pentacles. Good. So that tells me, too, that feels like there's something about this that you're letting it stand. You're letting it be what it is. You're not pursuing, because you could force this. There's an element here of you being able to really, but it would take away the creative, it would take away the sort of, I want to say, gentle, flourishing side of it. You could force this. You could go in a different way. You could still keep the same timeline, the same schedule, but it would be forcing it. And it would have a different feel when the product came out, or the thing got completed. Whatever it is, when it got off the ground, it wouldn't feel the same, because you would have seen how kind of sideways you got about it, getting it off the ground just to meet the timeline, or just to get it going, or you would have done something you wouldn't have wanted to do. You wouldn't want to stoop to that level, or you'd rather just kind of let it play out, let it run its course, and course correct in a couple of weeks, than to force it. And so you're going to take advantage of the opportunity to kind of do some self-care, some meditating, some yoga, some walks, that sort of thing. It's what happened. It feels like the delay or the disruption is not ideal, but you're rolling with it. You're making the best of it. And it's course correctable. It's something that will resolve within a month. You just would have liked whatever it is to happen sooner. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? And you need to stay the course. And I think that Six of Pentacles showing up is doubling down on that. You need to stay the course. You need to stand down. This will resolve. You don't need to, you can just let it do its thing. Because it feels like you could get in there, and but then it would make you crazy, and you'd be like, so yeah. Queen of Wands. Okay. So this very well could be something you were trying to get off the ground, and it took a lot more than just you. It was like parts, and this person was involved, and that over here, and we needed to get this and whatever, and something fell through. And so you just have to wait. That's all. Not ideal, but it affords the opportunity for self-care, for that extra walk, or maybe that morning yoga, or being able to cook at home, or extra sleeping in. Thank you for your service if you're an essential worker, first responder. All right, Virgo. It's originality. Yay, blaze your own trail, which is what you're doing, and you're just having to be patient. So this is definitely an individual. Maybe you're starting up a new site, and then the construction's not ready for the site to be open, so you're like, oh, I can't start my own store or something. But you're in charge of something. This is your thing, and it's delayed. As far as, again, with romance or social, like this is a very independent person here. So there's relationships and situationships on the fringe, but your focus is definitely on doing your own thing and whatever side project you started that is delayed or is not turning out the way you want it just yet. Operative word, yet. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles, get it, and things are in limbo. Look at that, right on its side. I'm not turning these around anymore. I would always forget which one. No. So things are in limbo. They're not moving forward. They're not moving backward. They're just delayed. And this is something that has huge potential. That this is where your focus is, and you're very excited about the reward, how rewarding this will feel, and also the dividends financially that it's going to pay. And I mean, all good things here. It's just delayed. Meh. So it's happening, just not this week. Okay, all right, Virgo, good for you. I don't know what the heck you're doing, but you're very excited about it, and it's just disappointing that it's delayed, but you're managing the delay, and you're making the best of the delay. Good for you. I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by.